Nice to see familiar faces, and of course, we have some new visitors. So welcome to our 98th Climate Outlook Forum. And as you can see, we are jam-packed today. And to start off, we have our very dynamic administrator, Dr. Vicente B. Malano, to give us the opening remarks. Sir?
Magandang umaga po, dynamic, hindi na makakilos. Dynamic daw, hindi na makakilos. Eh, no? Happy New Year sa lahat po. At mayroon po tayong mga bagong mukha. Eh, no? Andito po sa atin ngayon si Director Val Roque ng DFA UNIO, Office of the United Nations and other international organizations ng DFA. Ito sila yung tumutulong sa atin pag may mga imbitasyon, biyahe at hindi lang mga engagement with lalong na sa DRR and ano pa yung iba, Climate Change Adaptation Program sa UN. Salamat, Director. Hindi ko alam kung kailan kami huling nagkita or ngayon. Andito po tayo ngayon sa 98th Climate Outlook Forum. Nung una po, itong ginagawa po natin is every 3 months, quarterly po. At ngayon ay mukhang napadalas. Mukhang every month na tayo ngayon, lalong-lalo na masyadong dumami yung ating mga nangangailangan na ating informasyon. Andito po tayo, hindi lang po gusto naming ipakita yung aming mga, kung ano yung update ng panahon, ng climate, kundi gusto po din namin na ma-improve yung aming mga, kung paano i-package yung information. By the way po, yung aming IRR ay napirmahan na ng ating Secretary ng DOST, Department of Budget and Management. At it took us 2 taon bago natapos yung IRR dahil siguro ang kalamitang miyembro nung nag-draft ng IRR, mga siyentista. Gusto siguro nung mangyari noon ay masyadong detalye. Binibilang kung ilang instrumento yung hindi tama. Bumagsak, nag-fail yung ating mga kung paano natin dinraft yung IRR. Dahil dapat is tawag nito, generic dapat, hindi yung kung ilang instrumento ang ilalagay, kung ilang radar, kung hindi. Parang ganun yung nangyari at dictate po nung nasa itaas nung araw, former government, kung paano ilalagay. At ni-reject po kasi ang kasama po nating tawag nito, nag-prepare noon ay DBM, sila yung ating katuwang. At noong pong December na, itong nakaraan, noon po napirmahan yung IRR. At alam niyo po, ang batas, Republic Act 10692, yun yung pong Pag-asa Modernization Program, ay napirmahan noong November 3 of 2015. So more than 2 years nga bago matapos yung IRR. At hindi lang po yung IRR ang ating binubuno, kundi mayroon pa tayong gagawin, yung Pag-asa Modernization Plan. At mayroon pa doon kasama yung business plan. So bali 3 po yung component na gagawin doon sa pag-modernize ng Pag-asa. At ngayon ay gusto po din namin na hindi lang yung mga ekwipo, kundi yung paano nga maintindihan, paano magamit para maging useful yung ating mga information na binibigay. Sa ngayon po ay kasama po doon sa ating, sabi ko nga noon, sa modernization program ng Pag-asa ay in parallel with the increasing equipment, yung mga ginagamit natin, meron tayong we are equipping our tawag nito, yung Pag-asa ay yung Philippine River Basins, yung 18 river basins with monitoring facilities. Hindi lang yung ground stations, kundi kasama din po yung radar stations na yung tinatawag nating mas mariresolve kung ano yung nandoon babagsak doon sa isang basin. Yung X-band type of radars na magandang resolution nun dahil nga sabi ko, as mariresolve niya kung gaano ka lakas ang ulan na babagsak sa isang basin. So sa ngayon po, initially, mayroon tayong 6 na X-band radars na itatayo during this year. Tatlo sa Mindanao, isa sa Visayas. 4 sa Mindanao, isa sa Visayas, at isa dito sa Luzon. Bakit po nauna yung Mindanao? Dahil nung araw kasi, kung titingnan natin, mukhang hindi gaanong nalagyan ng mga istasyon doon sa Mindanao. Sa ngayon din po ay kung ma-recall po natin, noong 2010 o 2012 na La Nina, may La Nina event po noon, di ba? Or La Nina-like kung i-define ng pag-asa yung mga hindi nakapasa as La Nina. Yung mga ganong event ay dumadalas yung low pressure area na nakaka-apekto ng Mindanao. Lalo na pagka yung La Nina event. Kamukha ngayon, mga nakaraang taon, later part of the year, may mga dalawang bagyo o 3 na tumama sa Mindanao and Visayas. So, ang ginagawa po natin ay hindi lang naman Mindanao po, kundi buong Pilipinas po ang ating i-equip ng mga magandang equipment para ma-monitor po natin yung mga ulan. At sa ngayon po, sana po ay matulungan niyo po kami kung paano natin i-improve, paano parating niyo po sa amin kung paano namin gagawin dahil hindi namin alam kung ano yung kailangan niyo in terms of paano ipapackage yung aming information sa yung needs niyo. So, yun po. At sana po ay, sabi ko nga, ang DRR activities ay hindi lang po gawa natin, kundi po gawa ng pag-asa, kung hindi gawa ng natin lahat. Tulong-tulong lang po tayo. At yun po, maraming salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Boss Big. So yun po, alam po naman po namin na through the years, kasama po namin kayong aming mga stakeholders. And with that, we would like to acknowledge po, syempre, our mga suki na po ang ating mga regular clients, our stakeholders. Of course, kanina po na-mention ni Boss Big, kasama po natin ngayon from UNIODFA, Director Val Roque, sir. Thank you po, and it's our pleasure na makasama po namin kayo. We are very honored. Of course, nandyan din po si Dr. Julius Sabolarse ng Aldis. Sir, thank you very much po for your generosity to Pag-asa. And yun pong ating mga tatawagin, kindly raise lang po your hand to be acknowledged. Of course, from Angat Hydro San Miguel Corporation, ma'am, thank you very much po. As always, from NPC, thank you, sir. From NIA, thank you po. From Kapwa Ko Mahal Ko, ayan, salamat po sa pagpunta. From MWCI, thank you po. From SRA, Sugar, okay, thank you. From PSMA, thank you po. Of course, from OCD, thank you po. We have a Professor from Mapua, thank you. From PCA, thank you very much. From AMIA, thank you po. From SNAP, thank you. From UN OCHA, thank you very much po. From PhilRise, thank you po. From NWRB, thank you very much. Of course, from PHIBOX, kahit po medyo on alert status po sila, thank you for coming. From Philippine Air Force, thank you. From PhilFIDA, thank you very much po. And MMDA, salamat po. From PEMC, thank you very much po, ma'am, sir. Of course, from BPI, BPI po, Bank of the Philippine Island. Thank you po. From DILG, okay, sorry po, namali po yung pagano. Bureau of Plant Industry. Baka po may darating na rin BPI kasi meron naman po tayong Land Bank. From Land Bank. Of course, from EMB DNR. Thank you, ma'am. From DSWD, DREM-A, thank you po. And of course, we would like to acknowledge po ang atin pong mga bossing na lagi pong sumusuporta sa atin. Of course, aside from Boss Vic, nandyan po si Dr. Flavie Hilario, Deputy Administrator for R&D. And wag ko raw pong i-announce, pero belated happy birthday, ma'am. Mamaya po siya ang closing remarks. So palakpakan po natin, mamaya po natin kantahan. Thank you po, ma'am. Of course, ang atin pong our newly Chief po ng Climatology and Agrometeorology Division, Miss Edna Juanillo. Congratulations, ma'am. Nag-blow out na po siya. And of course, we have po our mga section chief and division chief from research and development and from operations and services. And of course po, hindi po natin makakalimutan ang kamukha po at medyo nahawig po talaga. Si Mang Tani po, nasabi po niya, siya po ang Alden Richards. Thank you po, Mang Tani. So, sana po sa ating 100 Climate Outlook Forum, ang katabi ko na po si Alden Richards. Yes! So, yun po yung ating abangan. Kaya po, tama po si Boss Vic, sunod-sunod po yung ating forum monthly kasi po tinatarget po natin na sa World Met Day po natin, yun pong saktong 100 Climate Outlook Forum. Okay, so much for that. By the way, naka-FB Live po tayo. Just log on to your FB account and then type DOST_PAGASA and then makikita nyo na po tayo live doon. You can share it po to your colleagues sa inyo pong FB page. Okay, so to start off, we have the status of dam. It will be delivered to us by Mr. Richard Orendain of HMD Weather Specialist. Richard. Sorry po, naguluhan ako kasi masyado kang pogi eh. Weather update, tapos tinawag ko siya, no? Opo, pasensya na po kaya. I'm recovering from something else. Ikaw naman, tumayo ka. Okay, take two. Pakicut yun, ha? Okay po, eto po talaga. Dito po nagmana ang ating magagaling na mga forecaster. So, syempre po, eto po yung talagang kanilang tinitingala from Weather Division. Ang atin pong magbibigay ng totoo na weather update, Mr. Robert Sawi. Sir Robert? Pasensya na po, live eh.
Thank you, Bel. Medyo... Tama ba talaga ako? Okay. Good morning po sa lahat. At ito po yung naiatang na trabaho para sa akin ngayon. Weather update. Okay. Unahin po natin yung global image from Himawari satellite. So, inuna ko po ito dahil gusto kong makita natin yung whole view ng mga cloud formation dito sa buong Asia and other part of the country. So, ito po yung Philippines, nasa square, nasa loob ng square. Then, ito po yung frontal system. Then, the ITCC south of the equator. So, bakit ko po inuna ito? Kasi kung mapapansin po natin, etong area na to is actually the tail end of the cold front. Merong isang shallow LPA po dito sa east of Mindanao. Then another image, ito na po yung animated imagery, IR. So makikita natin na medyo may makapal po ito at yung supposed to be LPA or shallow LPA ay nandito po sa east of northern Mindanao. Then, kung mapupuna po natin yung galaw ng mga kaulapan ay parang towards the east. Then another image, isa-isahin ko lang po. Ito na po yung tail end of the cold front. Then another is the easterlies here. Andito yung shallow LPA and the northeasterly or northeast monsoon. So, in relation to that, ito na po yung NWP output, again from Japan, GSM. So, mapupuna po natin na merong expected na makakapal na kaulapan dito. This is mamayang gabi po. At dulot nung isang LPA, simultaneously yung isang system na supposed to be, kung meteorology yung kausap, ito ay shear line. Pero matagal na natin ginagamit yung tail end, so mahirap baguhin siguro. Okay, so ito yung shear line or tail end of cold front, then the northeast monsoon. So ibig sabihin malamig po itong area na to. Ito ay mainit, so may mga expected na pagulan po dito sa area. Then by tomorrow morning, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina na ito ay mag-move eastward, so parang goma po yan na nai-stretch. So definitely, baka maputol na itong connectivity na to. Then, this LPA will move on a normal direction. Wala na pong influence yung tail end. So, ang movement is towards the southeast. So, aakyat po ng bahagya ito. So, instead of papaulanin yung Mindanao area, yung northern Mindanao, then towards the Visayas, then Luzon. Then by Friday morning, eto na po, medyo na-stretch na nga at wala na yung influence ng tail end, more on the northeast. Then by Saturday, eto na yung expected na paulan more on the eastern side. So, ito na yung pinaka-summary nung ginagawa natin. Light to moderate rains and thunderstorms over Visayas and Mindanao today and tomorrow. Then over the eastern section of Luzon, beginning Friday until Sunday. Then the rest of PH, partly cloudy to times cloudy with passing light rains due to the northeast monsoon. Then no TC formation is expected during the 5-day period. Now, as extended outlook, aside from the 5-day period, gusto ko sana i-emphasize na after the 5-day period, meron tayong inaasahan na paulan, mostly over southern Luzon, down to Visayas, at medyo may kalakasan po ito, expected early next week, either Monday or Tuesday. Yan lamang po, magandang umaga.
Thank you, sir. My apologies. Okay po, so ito na po talaga, totoo na to. Huwag ka kasing tingin ng tingin sa akin, Richard. Ikaw ang nakikita ko. So, ito na po ang status of dams. To be presented by Take 2, Mr. Richard Orendain from HMD.
Maraming salamat, Bel. Hindi kasi ako nakakalimutan ng classmate. Classmate ko to sa training ng meteorology, kaya hindi niya ako makakalimutan. Okay, good morning everyone. Magkalayo kami, sir. Sa harap ako. Okay. Status of dams tayo. To begin with, for Angat Dam kaninang alas 6 ng umaga, above normal high water level ang Angat hanggang sa ngayon, 212.41. And Lamesa is 77.92, medyo mababa ng konti. But Ipo Dam is 100.98, 101 yung normal high water level nito. And then yung series of dams dito from Itogon, Benguet down to Pangasinan, which is in San Roque Dam. For Ambuklaw is 749.67, 752 yung normal high niya. And then yung Binga Dam is 573. And then normal high niya is 575. So almost 2 meters pa ang kailangan before mag-release itong Binga Dam. And yung San Roque Dam masyadong mababa sa ngayon, 269.79. And ang normal high niya is 280. And for Pantabangan Dam, 201.7. Yung normal high niya is 221. Sa napakataas, masyado pang malayo. Almost mahigit 19 meters pa ang kailangan. And for Magat Dam, 192.07. And ang normal high water level niya is 193. For Angat Dam, hindi po kailangan ng ulan sa ngayon. But then, umulan man siya, hindi po tayo pwedeng mag-release sa ngayon dahil kailangan po natin ng tubig pagdating ng summer. So may buffer pa naman yan. Pwede pa natin paabuti ng 214 or 215. And for San Roque Dam, kailangan pa rin ng at least 400 millimeters of rainfall. And for Pantabangan is 1,551 millimeters of rainfall. Magat Dam is 9 millimeters lang po. Konting ulan lang po sa Magat Dam, puno na po yung dam natin sa Northern Luzon. And then, review natin yung last December na forecast natin. Expected natin by end of December, above normal high water level ang Angat. And ito po yung actual elevation ng Angat. December 31 is 212.48. So, tama-tama po yung forecast natin. But then dito po sa San Roque, expected elevation natin, yung forecast elevation natin is 278 meters. And yung actual elevation ng San Roque Dam, December 31 is 272. So medyo under forecast ito. And for Pantabangan, so konti lang po yung difference niya, almost 0.5. To be exact is 0.46 lang ang difference niya from yung forecast elevation and then yung actual elevation niya. And for Magat Dam, ito po yung forecast natin above normal high water level. And ito na nga po yung actual elevation niya is 192.45. And nung December, nag-release po tayo dito sa Magat Dam. First week ng December. And dito po sa Angat Dam, nag-release po tayo ng December 22 hanggang December 24. And then nag-release ulit tayo. Nag-close siya ng December 24. And then nag-release po ulit tayo ng December 28. Nag-close po siya ng December 30. Ito po yung Angat. Last year, nag-release po tayo. Ito po yung assessment level natin. Sa February po, February 28. Sa forecast basin rainfall natin, from CLIMS, galing po ito sa kanila. For Angat Dam is 47.2 millimeters of rainfall lang yung forecast natin the whole month. Kasama na po yung 7 days na galing po ng forecast ng January. Inad na po namin ito. And then, expected reservoir water level is 202.8 and bumaba po siya. And then, dito po sa San Roque, kasama na rin po yung 7-day from January 25 hanggang January 31 plus itong forecast rainfall ng February. For Angat Dam is 14.2 millimeters of rainfall lang ang forecast niya. And expected reservoir water level is 258.58 meters. So, pababa rin po. The same with Pantabangan, 33 millimeters of rainfall lang ang forecast natin. Expected elevation natin is 194.92 meters. And for Angat, 28.1 millimeters of rainfall. Expected elevation natin is 187.47. And based on the computation natin dito sa Angat Dam, yung elevation na 212.41 sapat pa po ito hanggang June. Hindi pa po ito aabot ng 180 meters. So 180 meters is critical low. So hanggang June po, meron pa rin po tayong tubig. And for March, medyo matagal-tagal pong forecast ito, medyo suntok sa buwan. Total rainfall niya from end of January, February, and March, ito po yung total rainfall niya is 33.7 millimeters. And for San Roque is 28. Pantabangan is 27.7 millimeters and Magat Dam is 30.3 millimeters of rainfall. Ito po yung expected reservoir water level natin for the month of March. For Angat Dam is 192.55 meters. And for San Roque is 247.41. Masyadong apektado ang San Roque Dam dito dahil nga po sa easterly na itong time na to, wala po talagang mga pag-ulan within the watershed ng San Roque Dam. Dahil nasa west side po yung San Roque Dam. And for Pantabangan, expected elevation is 186.66. Magat Dam is 182.26. So, yun lang po at marami po salamat.
Thank you, Chard. So we now have the idea kung ano po ang nangyari sa ating mga dams. And we would like to acknowledge po our stakeholder from DepEd. DepEd po. Thank you po for coming. And palakpakan po natin. And of course, Dr. Celebre, Chief po ng RDTD. Thank you, ma'am. And to continue, i-review po natin yung ating climate from last year. So, medyo mahaba-haba po to, pero it's worth your time. So, let's call on Mr. Joseph Vasconcillo, weather specialist from ClaimSCAD.
Salamat, Ate Bel. So, yeah, gaya ng sinabi na Ate Bel, so basically yung ating magiging topic for today is climate review. So we're going to discuss not only December to January 22, 2018, but we're going back as far as January 2017. So medyo magiging mahaba po yung ating talakayan ngayong umagang to dahil Happy New Year nga po. So first climate forum natin. So we're going to discuss the entire 2017. So again, this is a climate review. For our contents, we're going to discuss review of Philippine climate for 2017 in terms of rainfall, temperature, and tropical cyclones that occurred in 2017, and of course, the recent climate condition from December 2017 all the way to January 22, 2018. So yung review natin ng Philippine Climate 2017, that is based on the latest available data. Alright? So sa mga susunod na panahon, pag nagkaroon na tayo ng quality controlled na data, posible siya magbago. So yung ating i-discuss at the very least for 2017 is based on latest available data. Now, review of climate 2017, this is the mean annual rainfall for 2017 for the entire year and in terms of percent normal. So generally, near to above normal rainfall conditions were experienced in most parts of the country except in some parts of Western Luzon. Saan po yung Western Luzon po na yan? Diyan po sa may bandang Ilocos region at sa may bandang Zambales. But for the rest, kung makikita natin sa buong Mindanao, sa buong taon po ng 2017, above normal po, above normal rainfall conditions were experienced in Mindanao. For Visayas, generally near to above normal rainfall po yung experience nila for the entire year. And then for Luzon, below, generally below to near normal rainfall po. With some patches of above normal rainfall, yung na-experience po dito sa may bandang Luzon, specifically sa may mga probinsya, sa probinsya po ng Aurora, sa Northern Quezon, sa mga probinsya po ng Camarines provinces, and some parts of Southern Quezon. Alright. So this is the annual rainfall anomaly. Yung una po, yan po ay time series from 1981 all the way to 2017. Kapag kulay blue po, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, mas basa sa pangkaraniwan, wetter than the average. Kapag sinabi po natin kulay pula, mas tuyo po sa pangkaraniwan. Okay? So drier than the average. So basically, ang makita po natin for 2017, meron po tayong annual anomaly of 358.4 millimeters based again on latest available data, meaning to say, ang 2017 po natin ay mas basta kumpara sa base period mean natin na 2,435.2 millimeters. Pag sinabi natin base period mean, ito po yung average na annual rainfall po natin from 1981 to 2010. Alright, now, nirank po natin yung ating rainfall from 1981 to 2017 para malaman natin kung gaano nga kabasa o ka-wet yung ating 2017. And based on our ranking, the ranked annual rainfall anomaly, 2017 ranked 7th wettest year with respect again to 1981-2010 climatology. And next to 2011, yung pinakabasa, sunundan po ng 1999, 2000, 2008, 2016, and then 2012. Now, 2017 again ranked 7th wettest year, next to 2011, again, 2011, 1999, 2000, 2008, 2006, and 2012. For the global perspective, so babalikan din po natin, global perspective natin, from January to December 2017, kung makikita po natin yung nakabox po dito, yan yung Pilipinas, and yung mga points po dyan, it generally corresponds to wetter than average na rainfall. So kung mapapansin natin, yung pinakita natin 2017, mean annual rainfall, yung southern portion po ng Philippines, is basically wetter than the average or above normal rainfall. So consistent po tayo at the very least doon sa global perspective pagdating sa ulan na naitala sa buong mundo from January to December 2017. For the 2017 annual mean temperature, again, this is based on latest available data. So generally, most stations observed near average mean temperature. So in summary, and based on modality, ibig sabihin po ng based on modality, yung most frequent, yung pinakamarami doon sa mga na-observe nating points. So for Luzon, near average po yung ating mean temperature for 2017. For Visayas, near average. For Mindanao, that's basically near average for 2017. Now, nirank po natin, tinignan po natin annual mean temperature natin. Again, this is 1981 all the way to 2017. Our base period mean of ibig sabihin, average for natin for 1981 to 2010, that would be 27.3 degrees Celsius. And we found out that the observed mean temperature anomaly in 2017 was 0.24 degrees Celsius. Ibig sabihin, mas mainit po ng 0.24 degrees Celsius yung ating 2017. And then if we are going to rank 2017 versus 1981 all the way to 2017, we found out that 2017 ranked third warmest year natin sa Philippines next to 1998 and 2016. Ito po yung 2017. Alright, the highest and lowest record for 2017, yung pinakamainit po natin was on April 20, 2017, recorded in ISU, Isabela State University, with a record of 38.3 degrees Celsius. The lowest was on February 14 at 6 degrees Celsius in Baguio State University in La Trinidad, Benguet. And February 14, the same day in Baguio City, record is 7.3 degrees Celsius. For Metro Manila, the highest maximum temperature was recorded on May 4 at 37.2 degrees Celsius, and August 28, 18 degrees Celsius yung pinaka malamig natin in Metro Manila, in Science Garden, Quezon City. Global perspective tayo. So from the Philippines, global perspective po tayo. So makikita po natin dito, basically sinasabi lamang po dito, na in 2017, generally patches of blue and red. So when we say red, yan po ay mas mainit sa pangkaraniwan. So makikita po natin dito, yung Pilipinas naglalaro po between 0 to 1 degrees Celsius na mas mainit sa pangkaraniwan. Alright, so kung i-correspond po natin dito, it basically says warmer than average po yung ating naitala. And based on WMO, World Meteorological Organization press release published on January 18, 2018, WMO confirms 2017 among the among the 3 warmest year on record. So consistent po tayo kanina, yung pinakita natin, for the latest available data natin sa Philippines, 2017 is the 3rd warmest year. The same true with the WMO report published on January 18, 2018, kakasana, WMO confirms 2017 among the 3 warmest year on record. So the 10 warmest years, if you're going to ask what are the 10 warmest years natin, based on NOAA, National Center for Environmental Information, the 3rd warmest year is 2017, at least for the global perspective, followed by or next to 2015 and 2016. 4th is 2014. So if we're going to take note, yung last 4 years natin was the 4 warmest years in record. Tropical cyclones in 2017, for January, 0 or 1, yung ating tropical cyclone, meron po si Tropical Depression Auring. Noong January 7 to 8, pag sinabi po nating asterisk, ang ibig sabihin po niyan naglandfall po yung bagyo. So first landfalling tropical cyclone natin noong January 7 to 8, 2017, si Tropical Depression Auring. February, isa pong bagyo ulit yung dumating, si Bising. February 3 to 6, March wala pong bagyo. April may dalawa pong bagyo na pumasok, si Krising at saka si Dante, pangatlo at pang-apat ng taong 2017. May, wala pong bagyong pumasok. June, wala rin pong bagyong pumasok. Noong July, meron pong 4 na bagyo na pumasok. Si Severe Tropical Storm Emong, July 1 to 2, 2017. Tropical Depression Fabian, July 21 to 22. Sunundan din ni Typhoon Goryo, ang unang typhoon category natin na bagyo noong 2017, July 25 to 29. And then Tropical Storm Waning, July 29 to 30. Noong August, may 2 bagyo na pumasok. Si Severe Tropical Storm Isang, August 20 to 22, and then Tropical Storm Jolina, noong August 24 to 26. Again, pag may asterisk, so naglandfall po si Tropical Storm Jolina. September, may 4 po na bagyo na pumasok. Si Kiko, si Lani, si Maring, nagkasabay si Lani at saka si Maring. Si Lani po, yung pangalawang typhoon category po natin na bagyo na pumasok sa Philippine Area of Responsibility, kasabay po ni Tropical Storm Maring noong September 11 to 13, and then sinundan po ni Nando noong September 23. Noong October, si Severe Tropical Storm Odette, October 11 to 14, naglandfall din po siya. Sinundan ni Paolo noong October 16 to 21, and then Severe Tropical Storm Kedan, October 25 to 28. November, 3 pong bagyo, si Ramil, si Salome, at saka si Tino. Lahat po sila naglandfall noong November. December, 2 pong bagyo, si T.S. Urduha, at saka si Vinta, pareho rin po silang naglandfall. So frequency count po natin, 22 na bagyo yung pumasok noong 2017, 4 na typhoon category, 5 severe tropical storm, 8 tropical storm, 5 tropical depression, at 9 na tropical cyclones yung naglandfall noong 2017. So yan po yung ating review ng 2017 for selected significant climate anomalies and events, at least for the global perspective. So marami po nangyari for the entire 2017 climate extremes na nangyari, but we highlighted one dito po sa Western Pacific Ocean typhoon season. So basically, sinasabi po dito ng NOAA na nagkaroon po tayo ng near average activity of tropical cyclones with 26 storms and 12 typhoon categories over the Western Pacific Ocean typhoon season, at the very least for 2017. Alright, so recent climate conditions natin for December to January 2018. So this is the most recent 4-month sea surface temperature anomaly natin. So basically what we are showing, this is November. November, ito po yung date. This is December already. December, January. Alright, so what we are basically seeing, showing here is persistent po yung cooling over the last 4 months doon sa ating Pacific Ocean. So sea surface temperature anomaly, if we can see blue in this particular area over the tropical Pacific, ibig sabihin po niyan, mas malamig sa pangkaraniwan. So over the last 4 months, most recent 4 months, persistent po yung cooling na observe natin over the tropical Pacific. And then the weekly sea surface temperature anomaly natin over the Nino 3.4 region, so mapapansin po natin, 2015, 2016, and then, this is basically January. This is January 2017, start po ng January, umakyat po yung ating sea surface temperature anomaly and then nag-dip po towards the third quarter ng 2017, towards the third quarter ng 2017. At pinakamababa pong natala natin na weekly sea surface temperature anomaly ay noong November. The last 2 weeks of November 2017, yung ating pong record is negative 1.1 degrees Celsius. Again, kapag sinabi po natin, mas mababa sa negative 0.5 degrees Celsius yung ating sea surface temperature anomaly, that is indicative po ng La Nina condition, and if it is above 0.5, it is indicative of El Nino condition. So the last, yung pinakamababa po natin, negative 1.1 degrees Celsius in November 2017, and therefrom, tuloy-tuloy na po nag-persist na mas malamig yung ating sea surface temperature anomaly at Nino 3.4 region. Alright, so with that, nagpalabas po tayo ng dalawang advisories. Nandito na po tayo sa La Nina Advisory number 2. Una po nating nilabas yung La Nina Advisory number 1 noong December 4, 2017. And then we are currently at La Nina Advisory number 2, released on January 4, 2018. So ito po yung nilalaman ng La Nina Advisory number 2. So meron po tayong dalawang version. Ito po yung ating inilalabas sa website ng Pag-asa, and then we have the simplified version. So you can check these infographics po sa ating website sa Pag-asa para po mas madali po nating mabasa yung ating mga advisories na inilalabas ng Pag-asa. So this is La Nina Advisory number 2, issued on January 8, 2018. Alright, the weather systems that affected the country from December to January 22, 2018, low pressure areas po, northeast monsoon, thunderstorms, the intertropical convergence zone, easterlies, tail end of the cold front, ridge of high pressure area, thunderstorm, at tatlong bagyo na pumasok, gaya po ng binanggit natin kanina, si Urduha, si Vinta, at si Agaton. Didiscuss po natin mamaya-maya si Agaton. Now, this is the actual rainfall for December 2017. So generally po kung makikita natin for December 2017, most parts of Mindanao, pag kulay blue po, that's above normal rainfall. And then most parts of Visayas, that's above normal rainfall. Mimaropa, Mindoro, Marinduque, Palawan, and Romblon provinces, generally above normal rainfall. And then most parts of the Bicol region and some parts of Region 4A ay above normal rainfall po for December 2017. Except for some areas dito po sa bandang Northern Luzon, specifically doon po sa may bandang western section ng Luzon. So take note po na pag sinabi po natin for December 2017, specifically during this season, napakaliit po ng normal values dito po sa western Luzon. So halimbawa po, sa mga ilang stasyon natin, yung normal values po nila, naglalaro lang from 5 to 20 millimeters. So anumang akyat lamang po doon, malaki pang great effect or big effect na po doon sa ating percent of normal values. Alright, so this is the actual rainfall for December 2000. This is the forecast. This is the forecast rainfall for December 2017. This is the actual rainfall recorded in December 2017. So as you can see po dito sa ating forecast rainfall, and then versus doon sa percent of normal rainfall natin, halos hindi po nagkakalayo. Alright, halos hindi po nagkakalayo yung ating observed and then the forecast rainfall. May patches po ng kulay green dito sa may bandang Surigao, dito po rin po sa may bandang Surigao, meron din po tayong na-record na mas mababa sa normal na, or near normal rainfall rather. And then again, dito sa Northern Luzon po, pag panahon po ng mga ganitong pagkatapos na po ng habagat, December, January, February, all the way to the dry months, napakababa po ng mga normal values po talaga dito sa ating, sa lugar ng mga yan. Actual mean temperature for December 2017, so kapag sinabi natin kulay pula po dito sa graph na to, ibig sabihin mas mainit sa pangkaraniwan. Kapag kulay blue po, ibig sabihin mas malamig sa pangkaraniwan. So makikita po natin yung mean temperature po natin for December 2017. Sinasabi po dito, slightly warmer to warmer than average temperature po yung ating naranasan sa maraming bahagi, sa malaking bahagi ng bansa. So December 2017, slightly warmer to warmer than average, specifically lalo na po dito sa may bandang Luzon. Now, for the minimum temperature anomaly, nighttime temperature po natin yan, yung pinakamalamig na temperaturang na nire-record natin. For December 2017, again, kapag kulay pula po yung ating nakikita, ibig sabihin mas mainit po sa pangkaraniwan. So, ang ating minimum temperature for December 2017 was slightly warmer to warmer than average. But for the maximum temperature, near average temperatures po yung ating naranasan for December 2017. And again, yung ating bagyo po noong December 2017, Tropical Storm Orduha, naglandfall po siya dito sa may bandang Eastern Visayas at nagtagal po siya ng mga ilang araw. December 13 to 19, 2017. Ito po yung ating cumulative rainfall from December 13 to 19, 2017. This is from 0 millimeters all the way to 800 millimeters. So makikita po natin from December 13 to 19, pinakamarami pong ulan na naitala dito sa mga stasyon na naidaanan niya from December 13 to 16, 2017. Yan po yung pinakamaraming ulan na naitala sa mga stasyon ng Giwan, Borongan, Katarman, UEP sa Katarman din, Tacloban, Catbalogan. Yan po yung mga dinaanan niya, Masbate, Sorsogon, Romblon, Rojas, City sa Capiz, Pili sa Camarines Sur, at Puerto Princesa. Okay, now, meron po dito nagiging napakataas noong December 14, 2017. Yan po yung sa Giwan Station. Nakapagtala po ang Giwan Station on December 14, 2017 ng 780.4 millimeters in just 24 hours. 780.4 millimeters. Yung highest rainfall po previously, highest 24-hour rainfall previously ng Giwan Station, 213.4 on December 25, 2005. So nabit niya po yung extreme record niya noong 2005 on December 14, 2017 with a record of 780.4. Now, pinakita ko po kanina, buong Visayas, most parts of the Visayas ay naging above normal rainfall. So isa po sa dahilan nun ay yung pagpasok ni Tropical Storm Orduha na nagpaulan sa malaking bahagi ng Visayas at probinsya ng Palawan. And based on NDRRMC Situational Report number 24 as of January 8 a.m., affected families about 435,999 families corresponding to about 1.8 million individuals, 47 casualties, 78 injured, and 44 missing. Most regions affected by this tropical storm Orduha, Mimaropa, Region 5, Region 6, Region 7, Region 8, Region 13. Damages associated with Tropical Storm Orduha amounting to about 2.82 billion pesos, most of which are associated with infrastructure, 1.73 billion and 1.09 billion for the agriculture. In terms of houses, damages to houses, 34,000 houses, 5,000 of which, 5,500 of which, total damage and partially damaged is 28,500. For Typhoon Vinta, naglandfall din po siya dito sa may bandang Eastern Mindanao from December 20 to 24, 2017. Again, this is the cumulative rainfall of Vinta from December 20 to 24, 2017. And kung makikita po natin, yung first 3 days nga po ni Vinta, yan po yung nagpaulan sa may bandang Mindanao. So ito po yung mga stations natin sa Mindanao: Borongan, Hinatuan, Surigao, Maasin, Butuan, Dipolog, Malaybalay, Tagum at MSU. Yung Puerto Princesa po, yung kulay blue. So makikita po natin yung kulay blue dito, yung huling bahagi na ng track ni Vinta. Ibig sabihin yung nandito na po siya sa may bandang dulo. Saka nagkaroon ng mga pag-ulan sa Puerto Princesa. So, yung normal po, yung pinaka-normal po nitong si Malaybalay Station, for the month of December is 130.7. For the 5 days na dumaan po si Vinta, na-top niya po yung kanyang normal value. Okay, in terms of damages associated with Typhoon Vinta, situational report number 22, as of January 28 a.m., 167,000 families, 797,000 individuals, 5 casualties, 18 injured and 13 missing. Affected regions, Mimaropa po, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then ARMM. The damages associated with this tropical cyclone amounted to 2.07 billion, most of which sa agriculture, 1.83 billion pesos, 9,361 houses, 4,000 of which totally damaged, 5,000 of which partially damaged. This is the actual rainfall naman po for January 1 to 22, 2018. So most parts of Visayas nga po ay nagkaroon ng above normal rainfall, and the same true with Bicol and Zamboanga Peninsula. Okay, so this is the forecast rainfall po natin for January 2018, and this is the actual rainfall from January 1 to 22, 2018. Bagamat hindi pa naman po tapos in January 2018, but if we're going to take a look at the two maps, this is the forecast rainfall, this is the actual rainfall. So nakuha na po natin somehow yung ilang bahagi, yung most parts of the Visayas and then the Bicol region, and dito po sa may bandang Metro Manila at sa may Zamboanga Peninsula. Alright, so this is the actual temperature ranges for January 1 to 22, 2018. This is the mean temperature, the maximum temperature, and then the minimum temperature. For the maximum temperature, kapag kulay blue po, ibig sabihin, mas malamig sa pangkaraniwan. Kapag kulay red, mas mainit po sa pangkaraniwan. So for January 1 to 22, 2018, mas malamig po, cooler po in daytime natin, and then warmer nighttime for January 1 to 22, 2018. Highest and lowest record po natin, pinakamalamig po nating naitala as of January 22, 2018. Pinakamalamig po sa Baguio City on January 13, 11.4 po yung ating record. And then, pinakamainit po sa Cotabato City, January 3, at 35.6 degrees Celsius. Sa Metro Manila po, pinakamainit sa Science Garden on January 6. Pinakamalamig rin po sa Science Garden, January 13, at 21.5 degrees Celsius. May isa pang bagyong pumasok sa Philippine Area of Responsibility ng 2018 from January 1 to 3, 2018. Yan po si Tropical Storm Agaton. And NDRRM's naglandfall din po siya sa may bandang Eastern Mindanao. NDRRM CC Threat number 13 as of January 22, 8 a.m. Ang damages niya na po ay amounting to 554.72 million, most of which attributed to agriculture, 527.24 million, 162 houses yung damage, 39 of which totally damaged, 123 of which is partially damaged. Again, sa mga regions po ng Mimaropa, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 13. So pinapakita lamang po natin dito yung cumulative rainfall from January 1 to 3, 2018. So makikita po natin ito po yung mga stasyon na nagtala ng ulan na mas mataas sa 100 millimeters from January 1 to 3, 2018. At yung Tagbilaran po, noong bagong taon, January 1, na-beat niya na po yung kanyang normal just on January 1. Umulan po. And binaha po ako. So nasa Mactan po ako noong January 1. So na-experience ko po siya noong mga bandang alas 5. Hindi ko na po ipapakita yung pictures, pero may pictures po ako niyan. Nasa Mactan ako niyan. 5 a.m., ang taas na po ng baha sa may bandang Mandaue, January 1, 2018. Kasi nandun na po siya sa may bandang 5 a.m. sa Santander sa Cebu. So naranasan ko po itong bagyong to, binaha rin po kami noong January 1 to 2, 2018. Okay, for summary in 2017, summary po natin, the rainfall received by the country in 2017 can be summarized into Luzon, below to near normal rainfall. For Visayas, near to above normal rainfall. For Mindanao, above normal rainfall po tayo noong 2017. For temperature generally, most stations observed near average mean temperature. And then there were 22 tropical cyclones in 2017. For the period December 2017, rainfall conditions were near to above normal rainfall over most parts of Visayas, Mindanao, Mimaropa, and Bicol region, while near to below normal rainfall in central to northern Luzon. Most parts of the country, in terms of temperature, experienced slightly warmer to warmer than the average. And then two tropical cyclones, Urduha and Vinta, in December 2017, while for January 1 to 22, 2018, near to above normal rainfall over most parts of Visayas, Bicol region, Palawan, Zamboanga Peninsula, Metro Manila, and then Cordillera Administrative Region, while way below to near normal rainfall for the rest of the country. Most parts of the country, in terms of temperature, experience near average mean temperature, and then one tropical cyclone, that's Tropical Storm Agaton. In terms of ENSO alert system status, we are still under, during this period, La Nina advisory. So with that, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tasha. That's really very comprehensive po, no? Okay, lahat po ng ating mga presentations will be available po sa ating website, and you can give your USB here in front. Before we continue, we would like to acknowledge po yung ating mga ibang stakeholders. Of course, from PNA, Philippine News Agency, thank you po. From NFA, thank you, ma'am. From the water utilities, LWUA, thank you po. And from QCDRRMO, thank you po for coming. And then, of course, ito po yung hinihintay nating lahat. What is in store po for this Year of the Dog? Wow, may ano. Dahil po sa ating kaibigan mga Chinoy. So ano po ba ang ating fearless forecast from February 2018 up to July 2018. So without further ado, we would like to call on, hindi nyo pa po siya kilala, ang bagong empleyado namin. Sabi niya nga, Miss Rusia Abastillas to give the climate outlook forecast.
Thank you, Ms. Bell. Bago lang ako ulit nagbigay ng climate outlook kasi laging si Ms. Anna. So, for yung nabigay na ni Sir Tasio kanina, I need Joseph pala yung what happened last year and the recent na December up to January. So, titingnan naman natin kung ano mangyayari for the next 6 months. So, February to July. So, these were the contents of my presentation, the updates and outlook on ENSO, then the climate outlook for February to July for rainfall temperature. We have the dry day forecast, the number of tropical cyclones, and then the extremes, and then the summary. So, ito lang po pinapakita natin for the last 4 weeks. So, pinakita na natin na during, since October, nagkaroon na tayo ng La Nina na condition na below -0.5 yung ating tropical Pacific. So, from the last 4 weeks, December up to January 20, nagpe-persist pa rin yung cooling, which is denoted by this blue color, which is from the central and eastern Pacific, about -0.5 to 1 degree Celsius, at dito sa western Pacific, mas mainit, 0.5 and above or above average. So, ito po yung mga global advisories from the different international prediction centers. Una, yung galing sa USA, sa Climate Prediction Center and IRI. As of January 11 na update nila, they said that La Nina is likely about 85 to 95% probability until the Northern Hemisphere winter or the December, January, February, with a transition to ENSO neutral expected during the spring. Ang spring is March, April, and May. And so they still have the status for ENSO na nag-La Nina advisory pa rin sila. And for the Bureau of Met in Australia, updated noong January 16, they also stated that weak La Nina continues over the Pacific, and this event is likely to be sinasabi nila na nasa near or at its peak, with most models suggesting that this event will end during the autumn. Yung southern autumn kasi is equivalent to the northern hemisphere spring, that it's March, April, and May. So their ENSO status is also, they have the La Nina advisory. And for Japan, the Tokyo Climate Center, sinasabi din nila na may La Nina conditions that continues in the Pacific, and this will persist until spring din. So pare-pareho yung kanilang statement. And also from the APEC Climate Center na sa weak negative ENSO phase daw tayo. And from the WMO or the World Meteorological Organization, ang updates nila is every quarter. So as of December 14 pa to, they had stated that La Nina conditions is about 70 to 80% likely to continue until the first quarter of this year. Likely to be weak daw or with a slight chance for a moderate strength. And then sa PAGASA, yung statement natin is that we have a weak La Nina that persists in the tropical Pacific and expected to continue until February to March, April, February-March, April 2018 season with likely transition also to ENSO neutral condition thereafter. So ito po yung probabilistic forecast for the first quarter of 2018 based from WMO. Ito po yung PI. Sinasabi dito mas malaki yung chance or probability ng weak La Nina condition, about 70 to 80, and then ENSO neutral is about 20 to 30%, and the 0% emergence of El Nino. And for the atmospheric indicator naman, yung ating tinatawag na Southern Oscillation Index, kung saan meron siyang coupling, interaction sa ating ocean, kung ano nangyayari sa dagat. So as of the latest, January 23 value is positive 4.1, meaning nasa neutral siya kasi pero meron tayong peak din dito na above the threshold of positive 7 nung October, November. Pero nung December, bumaba siya. Pero sa ngayon, ang trend niya is towards going positive. And the daily and weekly values of this Southern Oscillation Index does not convey much of the useful information about the current state of the climate kasi it fluctuates depending on the weather systems that influence the SOI. And for the probabilistic forecast and sa outlook, this graph shows the early January na CPC na probabilistic ENSO forecast based from the model output and the expert judgment of the climate scientists at CPC and IRI. This shows that December, January, February, more than about 85 to 95% probability. And pagdating na ng February, March, April, medyo bumaba na siya. And March, April, and May, mas malaki na yung probability ng neutral condition, itong kulay gray, against sa kulay blue na La Nina. So by March, April, and May, about 50% yung probability ng ating neutral, ang ating La Nina is less than 50%. But yung latest run, based from model lang siya ng mid-January, also from the same prediction center, based from model output only, dito pinapakita ng January, February, March, more than 50% or more than 60% pa rin yung probability. Pero pagdating ng February, March, April, based sa mga model output, parang equal chances yung ating neutral at saka yung La Nina. Pero pagdating ng March, April, May, more than about 70% na yung neutral condition against dun sa 30% ng ating La Nina. And ito yung mga majority models na kinukuhanan ng mga forecast na yung sinasabi dun sa ito po yung mga models na basis nila. So this is also mid-January model forecast. Na the majority of these models, these are 25 models, 7 statistical and 18 dynamical. So these are the forecast average for the dynamical and statistical models, which shows that January, February, March, April, nasa La Nina, pa rin siya, threshold yung mga values average of these models. Pero pagdating na ng March, April, May, negative points rin na siya, which is neutral na yung kanyang condition. So the majority of these models predict La Nina to persist into the March, April, May, and will return to ENSO neutral thereafter. And also, these are the models na kinukuhanan din natin ng forecast. Yung papakita natin forecast mamaya for rainfall and temperature. These are the participating models na ginagamit natin sa PAGASA for our consensus forecast. So ito po yung mga models na to, itong models na to, ito yung ginagamit natin. So based dito sa 7 models na to, pinapakita na yung JFM na sa La Nina state pa rin siya based on this average. Pagdating ng March, April, and May, dito about 0.5 pero paakyat na siya. Napapunta na uli sa positive condition. And for, yun nga, sinabi na kanina ni Tasha, we have already 2 La Nina advisories issued. Yung sa number 2 natin na nakalagay doon, yung pinaka-synopsis is weak, short-lived La Nina persists in the tropical Pacific. And sa climate outlook naman natin, for the weather systems that may affect the country during the period February to July, so hinati natin for February to March. Kasi February to March, yung makaka-influence pa rin sa atin ng mga weather systems are the northeast monsoon, yung tail end of cold front na sinabi kanina ni Sir Robert, the easterlies, yung mga local thunderstorms, the intertropical convergence zone, low pressure areas, reach of high pressure area, and then tropical cyclones. And then for April to July, so April, transition na ito from northeast monsoon to southwest monsoon pagdating na ng May. And then, siyempre, easterlies pa rin makaka-affect sa atin during April. Yung sa transition period, yung mga local thunderstorms, the intertropical convergence zone, the low pressure areas, the reach of high pressure areas, and also tropical cyclone. And itong mga weather systems na to, except for this reach of high pressure, nagdudulot ito ng mga pag-uulan sa ating iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa, except for reach of high pressure kasi ito, usually clear skies and good weather pag meron tayong reach of high pressure. And these are the definition for the weather systems na pinakita natin. So, papakita naman natin yung outlook for our rainfall. So, first, yung tungkol po sa atin mga rainfall maps sa mga bago. Pero yung mga sanay na makita yung mapa natin, alam na natin kung ano yung ang iba't ibang kulay na pinapakita natin doon sa mapa. For example, ito po yung mapa. Na-explain na to ni Bel dati. May 4 siya na kulay, usually. Pero merong, di ba may mapa tayo na puro lang siya blue, puro lang siya green. So sa ngayon, ito pinapakita natin 4 na kulay. So pag pula, less than or equal to 40% of the normal. Way below normal siya. Pag 41 to 80%, below normal pa rin siya, kulay yellow. And then pag near normal, mga green, it's near normal, 81 to 120%. Pag greater than 120% of the normal, we have above normal, kulay blue. And simple lang yung computation natin for the percent of normal. Ito po yung forecast rainfall or actual rainfall kung ano ginagamit natin over the normal times 100%. So ito na yung forecast natin for February of this year. So for February, this is the normal rainfall. That is the 1981 average rainfall for the whole country, na kung saan yung ating ulan concentrated dito sa eastern sections. Ang sa western sections, especially sa Luzon and some parts of Visayas, ang rainfall natin is less than 50 millimeter lang, napakababa. And this is our forecast. So this is, if we compare the forecast against the normal, ito po yung ating percent of normal, which shows that most parts of Visayas and Mindanao, near to some patches na above normal, about 3 lang na provinces ang above normal, 52 provinces near normal, and 20 provinces below normal. Most parts ito sa Luzon and western Luzon, and also still ang Luzon pa rin Mindoro. But this one, kahit siya way below normal, napakababa po yun ng ulan, not so significant. Ang lawag is mga 5 lang yung normal yan. So talagang napaka-minimal, not so significant. Pagdating na ng March, ganito pa rin yung ating normal, nasa eastern sections pa rin ng bansa, yung mga mas maulan, Sa western, wala pa rin tayong ulan. But although sa mga ibang bahagi, lalo na sa Mindanao, may mga 51 to 100 millimeters of rainfall na expect na normally. Ito po yung ating forecast. So if we compare the forecast against the normal, ito po yung ating percent of normal, which shows na yung Mindanao natin, mas maraming ulan pa rin expected, lalo na sa central and western Mindanao, to be above normal, but for Luzon, below normal and expected. But also in Bicol region and some parts of Visayas na may above normal rainfall. And for April, ganun din po. Pero pag titingnan natin, yung sa eastern sections, medyo hindi na ganun kadami yung ulan, medyo kumalat na siya sa the rest of the country, and this is our forecast. For April, ang ating Luzon, below normal pa rin, but Visayas and Mindanao is likely to be near, and some parts of that will likely to have above normal rainfall. And for May, this is the normal rainfall for May. Halos kalat na yung may mga ulan sa buong bansa. And this is the forecast for Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Kung saan marami tayong nakikita ng mga ulan, pag-uulan sa Luzon and also for Visayas and Mindanao. So this is the percent of normal, which shows halos near normal ang Luzon and Mindanao, and ang sa Visayas may mga above normal rainfall tayo expected. And for June, this is the forecast. This is the rainfall for June, and normally normal rainfall for June, which shows na ang concentration na ng rainfall, ang mas marami ng ulan, which is denoted by the dark blue color, is over the western sections of the country, kasi nasa southwest monsoon season na tayo nito, and the eastern portions medyo mas mababa na rin yung ulan. And this is our forecast. So ito po yung ating percent of normal, which shows na generally near normal rainfall, except for some parts na below normal sa northern Luzon, and some parts ng Visayas and Mindanao na may mga above normal rainfall. And for July, expected natin, this is the normal rainfall concentrated sa western sections of the country. Ang ating forecast, ito po ay mas maraming ulan sa western section. So this is the percent of normal, which shows that some parts of western Luzon have above normal rainfall, and the rest is below to near normal rainfall for July. And these are the per province natin na forecast dun sa mapa, which shows na February, March, and April, ito yung Luzon. These are the provinces in Luzon, and these are the provinces from Visayas to Mindanao. So makikita natin ng February, March, April na mas maraming kulay red and yellow sa Luzon. Pero sa Visayas and Mindanao, February, March, April, na halos kulay blue and green near to above normal rainfall. And these are the provinces that will likely to receive this rainfall condition. So sinamarize natin yung sa ating mga, yung sa mapa kanina. So ito po yung number of provinces from February to July. Pero yun ang pinakita natin is deterministic forecast yun. So how sure are we that we will be correct yung sa ating mga forecast? So how certain or uncertain are we with those forecasts? So ito po yung probabilistic forecast for each month from February up to July, which shows pag yung kulay dark blue, ibig sabihin mas mataas yung probability natin or certainty. Pag yung lighter, mas mababa. So, pag kulay blue, yun, sa above normal, pag kulay brown to red, red to brown, yellow to brown, yun naman sa below normal. So, for February, March, April, and May, mas nakikita natin yung may mga areas na certain, mas malaki yung ating certainty na magkakaroon tayo ng above normal, lalo na sa Visayas. And April also, may malaming dark blue color, ibig sabihin, mas mataas yung ating probability or certainty. Pero pagdating na ng May, June, July, since mababa yung ating skill during this period, kasi yun nga pag maulan, mas mababa yung skill natin sa rainfall, makikita natin na yung ating May, medyo mas lighter yung kulay. Meron pa nga pala tayong mga green, light green. So, ibig sabihin na, hindi, mas mababa yung ating, yun nga, certainty. Napaka-uncertain natin. And then ito, pagdating ng July, marami din tayo makikita dito na light red to brown. So, ang ating forecast is more on the below normal rainfall. Although nag-forecast tayo na meron tayong below nga, pero napakababa naman ang scale. So, hindi pa tayo ganun ka-sure sa ating. And the forecast, this is in millimeters. These are in ranges. So, this from Luzon. These are the provinces in Luzon which has the forecast for minimum to maximum. So makikita natin dito na yung forecast natin is napakababa for February sa mga areas, especially sa western sections of the country. So this is in millimeter. And this is for Visayas, provinces for Visayas and also for Mindanao. These are the forecasts per region. And for the watershed, rainfall for the selected dams in Luzon, and also Visayas pala, and Mindanao. So this is the forecast for February, March, until July, which shows that, doon nga sa forecast kanina ni Richard kanina, na yung ating anggat, from February, March, and April, we still expect below normal rainfall, and these are the millimeters, napakababa yung kanyang ulan. Para pagdating na ng May until July, we expect near to above normal rainfall. So mas malaki na yung ating in terms of millimeter. And for most of these watersheds in Luzon, Angat, Magat, Pantabangan, and San Roque, below normal is expected. Pero yung sa Visayas and Mindanao, like Bicol pala, like Lake Buhi, Lake Lanao, and Malinaw in Bohol, expected na near to above normal rainfall. And these are the over the selected dam areas. So, ito rin makikita natin since maraming areas sa Luzon, ito mostly nasa Luzon itong mga dams natin. So, from February, March, maraming below normal yung kulay yellow and red. Pero pagdating na ng May, June, July, halos okay na siya, near to above na. And for the river basin naman, in Luzon and Mindanao, so talagang makikita natin February, March, April, nasa Luzon, mas maraming yellow and red. Ibig sabihin, mas below to way below normal. Pero dito sa Visayas, sa Mindanao, halos lahat green and blue, so near to above normal. Also until May, June, and July. Pero sa May, June, and July, okay na yung ating Luzon na mga river basin. Halos near to above na siya. Same is true with sa Mindanao. And for the monthly mean temperature forecast for February to July 2018, so ito po yung legend natin ng kulay niya, ng mga dots na yan for the stations na ating fino-forecast. So pag kulay blue na yan, it's way below. Ang ibig sabihin yung kanyang anomaly, this is the anomaly forecast. So yung kulay blue dark is way below average. Ang kanyang deviation or anomaly is less than -2. Ganyan siya mas malamig. And then pag kulay pula na dark, it's greater than 2 degrees. Ganyan siya kainit. So makikita natin generally sa eyeball lang natin na mas maraming areas yung yung puti na circle, it's a near average lang. So mas maraming area pa rin ang near average for February. Pero pag titingnan natin yung sa extreme Luzon, for February, March, makikita pa rin natin yung mga mas below average. So, we still expect siguro na may mga cold surges pa na tayo hanggang February. Kasi nga, last year, yung pinakita ni Tasio na coldest temperature is February 14, yung -7.3 sa Baguio. So, we can still expect cold surges. And then, April, generally, pa rin? Ha? Ay, 7 degrees Celsius pala. Positive pala. Wala pala tayong negative. La Nina, yun, La Nina. Nag-snow na. Sana nga, no? So, sa April, halos near average pa rin. And then, sa May, near average mostly, but dito sa Central Luzon, maraming above normal. So ito na yung mainit natin na panahon, so we expect mas mainit. And then also for June and until July. And for the ranges of extreme temperature, this is the temperature for maximum and also for minimum. And these are just the ranges na we can expect in a day lang kung mangyayari siya. So, or hindi. So sa February, since malamig pa siya, we expect sa Baguio, lalo na, or sa mountainous areas of Luzon, 9.2 to 11.6, mas malamig pa rin. Until March, 10 to 14, until April, mas may mga ano pa rin tayo na mas malamig pa rin sa Baguio until July nga. Pero sa extreme temperature naman, pagdating sa March, April, May, until July, June, July, ito na yung mga areas, lalo na sa extreme northern Luzon, na may mga 30 na we expect more than 37 degrees Celsius na mga extreme temperature. Ito pala yung pinakita namin dati, yung exceedance probability for the extreme temperature forecast. Ano lang ito, experimental lang muna. So, ito yung February, this is our basis for Baguio, for example, na may magkaroon siya ng negative, ng 13.3 or below. Negative talaga yun. Ano na sa utak ko yung negative. There is about more than 50 to 60% probability na magkaroon tayo ng less than 13.3 degrees Celsius in a day na temperature for Baguio, and also for Malaybalay, mas mataas yung kanyang probability, about 70 to 75% for Malaybalay, na yung may temperature siya na less than 17.5 degrees Celsius. And then, ito naman sa March, since pag February, ano pa siya, yung minimum ang sa temperature. Pero yung March, ginamit naman natin yung maximum. So, for example, sa Science Garden, maximum temperature probability na magkaroon tayo ng greater than 33.2 degrees Celsius, based on average to. It's about 60 to 65% probability. And also for Tuguegarao, gano'n din 32.8 greater for March. And example lang muna yun kasi isa lang istasyon na kinuha. And we have also the dry day forecast for February to March, which shows that these areas over Western Luzon has about 26 to 28 pag dark brown days na meron siyang ulan na less or equal to 1 millimeter. So, considered pa kahit umulan siya ng trace or 0.5, dry day pa rin siya. So, talagang maraming dry days during this month sa February, March, April. Pero pagdating na ng May, June, July, May, June, July pala yan. Mas marami ng areas na may kulay blue. Ibig sabihin, marami ng days na may rainfall. Kasi dry pag yung brown. Pero pag green na siya, ibig sabihin yan, may mga ulan na yan. Hindi na siya dry. So more than 1 millimeter of rainfall na siya. Ano pala yan? May to July. And these are the range of number of dry days natin over the provinces in the country. And for the forecast for tropical cyclone, so sa January, meron na tayong isa. So ito yung forecast natin, 0 or 1 kasi yung forecast natin for January. For February, March, and April, our forecast for the number is 0 or 1. For May and June, we have 1 or 2. And then for July, we have 2 to 4. So overall, on the average, we have 4 to 8 tropical cyclones from February to July. And these are the tracks for February. So kung meron tayong bagyo for February, ang most likely yung track niya is over Visayas pa rin, and also for March until April. Pero pagdating ng May, paakyat na yung ating mga tracks until July sa Luzon. And these are the average for the tropical cyclone. So talagang yung peak ng ating tropical cyclone season is from August, September, October. And these are the rainfall condition pala. So, in summary, we have still weak La Nina still persists in the tropical Pacific and expected to continue until February to March 2018 season with likely transition to ENSO neutral condition thereafter. And for the ENSO alert system, we still have La Nina advisory, which will issue naman dito this coming February. And for the rainfall forecast, for February to April, based dun sa mapa kanina, generally near to above normal rainfall over Visayas and Mindanao, while below normal is likely in most parts of northern and central Luzon. And for May to June, generally near to above normal is expected in most parts of the country. And for July, generally near to above in Luzon, with patches of below normal rainfall in some parts of Visayas and Mindanao. And for the temperature, generally near average to slightly warmer than average temperature is expected over the coming months in most parts of the country, while slightly cooler than average in over the mountainous areas of Luzon in February to March, and cold surges may still occur in this during February, and 4 to 8 tropical cyclones may develop or enter our Philippine area of responsibility. So, with that, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Rosie. So, yun po yung ating fearless forecast for February up to July 2018. And now, I know meron po tayong mga burning questions. Yun pong mga kinikimkim natin sa ating dibdib. May mga nakita tayo naglilista. So, ito na po yung pagkakataon niya. And now, I give the floor to Miss Annalisa Solis, our officer in charge of the Climate Monitoring and Prediction Section of CAD. Miss Solis.